Flip the camera around. Let's. I got the next live going.
More alert in the mornings, able to go longer throughout the day.
It's part of my routine at night when I sleep.
All right, let's do this here.
Next live going. More alert in the mornings, able to go longer throughout the day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm quite sure people may come to this live. They may not come to this live. I can turn that down because I hear everything on here. I apologize, but we good to go. I know the volume working good here. Can't explain it no more than I need to get some more equipment. All right, Huck, I did send you a link. I did send you a link. And like that. You should have that link I just sent you. All right, there's no reason to rehearse the bike squad situation. Okay, I know I heard myself pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm quite sure people may come to this live, they may not come. Okay, so I know everything good. I know for without a shadow of a doubt that if I can hear me and I can hear, then I know the chat can hear me as well. All right. All right. Well, appreciate you, Reese, for sending $2 chat. It said, "How did you like my Juneteenth video?" You did a representation, pretty good representation on Juneteenth, and I'm gonna leave that alone. You did a good representation from what I seen parts of it. I didn't see all of it, but I did see it. But I am gonna talk about not only Juneteenth. I'm gonna also talk about Black History Month, and I'm gonna also talk about August National Business Month. That's what I'm gonna do. So it was enlightening information. It's a start. It's a start in a progress. So that's where I'm gonna leave it right there. But I do have a lot that I want to say, need to say, but I'm not gonna say it today. So back to whatever malfunction junction that we had with the device today. And this is what I want to explain to all of those that was complaining about they weren't able to come over here to the live stream. I did them subscriber modes for a reason. Everyone knows that and knows why. To control the disruption that happened on this show. So I had one way of finding out who subscribed, who unsubscribed, and all of that. You guys gave me that feedback and didn't know you was giving it to me. Now, with this being said, if we talking about building this community to be a community of drivers that have respect among other niches that have communities on YouTube, We got to do better. We got to do better. Because from what I'm looking at, our community taking a downward spiral. This is not from just the way I look at it. I have a lot of people get in contact with me. People that tell their family members, check out his channel and everything. Check him out. They call each other and say, man, that group off the chain. Not off the chain in a good way, in a bad way. Now I understand why this community wanted to stay in the Pandora box. Improve their information about us correct. I don't have to do it anymore. Because everyone that's involved in this community is doing it except for the unfortunate few. Taking this community down in a downward spiral. It's a disrespect to our own community. Because we have a few juvenile delinquents that want to ruin our community. Just take a look in the mirror and look at yourself. Okay? What can we do to improve our community? What can we do to show value that our community can give in these YouTube streets or GigTube streets while others are watching us? I know people want me to talk about the deactivation of Pedro. I'm not going to talk about it. Not right now. Okay? I'm not going to give my opinion. I'm not going to give my perspective. That's all I'm going to say about that. But in due time, that's an ego tripping problem right there. Okay? I haven't said anything wrong. I just feel the need to say it right now. Stepping off into other content creators' lanes, disrespecting content creators. Maliciously, viciously, shouldn't be tolerated, right? I will be addressing certain things in the future, but you're not going to press me, nobody, to talk about it more than what I'm talking about it right now. If someone else got a great idea, a good idea, okay, I'm going to commend you on it. But in due time, because I want to have the best preparation, the best presentation. I can't go nowhere without running into this. Presentation for represent you in a documentary. I pick the order and choose the order of who we deal with. Because it's my channel. Okay? And Hulks as well. And the D-Fam family over here. The community leaders that are over here. All I want to do is put out content like I've been putting out content that has helped many drivers out here. Helped many drivers. Because many drivers then came back and told me. Okay. They out there doing it, testing it out for themselves in the streets. Then they discover more than what I even address publicly. Well, you didn't say nothing about this and said nothing about this. And what you think about this? I said, I purposely did not disclose that. so you can find that information out for yourself when you do your homework. Job well done. Carry on. Now, let me explain something about my live stream. Me and Hulk live stream, how we're doing live stream content. There's 3 phases of this live stream that I do. Different from other content creators. That's not knocking anybody, because if it wasn't different, people would be able to consume it and understand it. There's a lot of confusion about, well, I just want to go and have a conversation. I just want to do this and do that. I can't get on this channel because he got it 5 months subscriber mode, 15 months subscriber mode. Everybody know why I did that, for disruption. Okay. So the only time they come over here is like when it's wide open right now. Wide open right now. You see. So my thing is, if you're not going to bring any value to the stream, then this is not the channel for you. You bring your demands, and you're not bringing requests, you're bringing demands. You're being aggressive about those demands on this channel. That's disrespecting community leaders that's already over here. It's disrespecting the viewers that want to consume this content. And in a few minutes, right now, I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm getting ready to get started right now. I'm getting ready to make an example out of some of y'all because you're disrupting the show. Then you want to complain about you can't get on here so you can troll. So I'm going to get ready to get started right now. As soon as I see something look not right, we're going to time you out. Hulk going to deal with the ones out there after they get back. Hopefully, you can come back in the right frame of mind. Okay, if you're coming over here to maliciously attack this channel, watch what's finna happen. I'm going to start kicking you out of here. I'm going to give you 3 strikes, then you out. Because these same people that come over here and do this, they don't go to nobody else's channel and do this. So I know where it's coming from. So if I open the doors for you to come in here because you've been whining and complaining and crying like juvenile delinquents that you can't come on this show so you can disrupt the show, you got another thing coming. You can't bring positivity over here with us trying to do positivity content. You're going to find out what's going to go on. Trying to disrupt the channel over here. Okay, we know where it's coming from. So why would a man respect a man that disrespects him and still give that man respect? That's my question. What's up, Nick Rowe? Getting bags. That's not me losing my mind. That's me taking corrective action. I tried everything to show respect, but people think they're supposed to step over somebody else's boundaries and disrespect them publicly. Okay, so if you come over here when the doors are already open, thinking he don't have this on replay live, we can get away with it. I'm taking pictures right here off of this bad boy right here. And I'm going to deal with it later on. You want to press the issue to get it going now. This is all you want to get ready to get. Okay. In due time, we're going to address these things. I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna do a reaction and a counter reaction. That's what I'm gonna do. So I will be addressing what I think about Reese Juneteenth. Not gonna do it right now. I gave him what I wanted to give him. He can consider that a gift. Okay. I will give my opinion, my perspective in due time. I have some more unfinished business that I got to do here. Now, with that being said, we're getting ready to get off of that. And like I said, I'm trying to be cordial as possible. See, all of that coming over here, shooting shots at the Doordash revolution. I can handle it a better way and handle it cordial than what I have been handling. But I still try to have respect. I was reminded of that 2 streams ago. You still, you did have respect. I still do. Until I heard something one day. We're gonna talk about that one day, not today. What we're gonna talk about today about deleting their own accounts. That's all I'm gonna say. Let y'all ask that question on other content creators' channels. George and I talked about it in the first phase of the video. Okay. About Bike Squad and Grubhub. Derail, what is the comparison of these 2 apps? What are the similarities? What are the Delta codes? We did $240, 8 hours. Juneteenth on catering orders. Congratulations on you for that. That's a good day to make money for a lot of drivers. Congratulations. Anybody that make that kind of money in 8 hours, congratulations. Congratulations. Back to the topic at hand. You okay, my brother?
Yeah.
All right. You notice we're not having any static and problems with the video now, right?
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm going to give you the answer after we end the show because I knew what just happened. Okay. Back to what the topic at hand is. I worked for Bike Squad 2018. After Lyft, after Uber. I was doing Uber Eats and Bike Squad. Started doing Uber Eats before Bike Squad. Bike Squad was new for the area. It was a unique app. What you mean unique? I can deliver food on a gig app and have the employee benefits in a employee environment. 30 plus hours, you can get those benefits. If I'm wrong, Hook here to correct me. He's here to correct me. And Hook will also speak from his experience as well because we both had 2 different experiences. You'll see. So my thing is this here. We had real live dispatchers, just like Deliver That got real live dispatchers. You had 4-hour blocks. Okay. You were assigned to what orders that was dispatched to you from the dispatcher. Now, if you had a bad rep with that dispatcher can be your worst enemy. Just like if you had a bad rep with a supervisor in the warehouse, they can make life difficult for you trying to make a living in that work environment. Okay? When you want to get promoted, and that has happened to me and happened to others. Others didn't want to see you get promoted, but you got the skills for that position. They went through a whole lot of loopholes in not what you know, who you know, to keep you from getting that position. And they may find a way for you to hit them streets looking for another job. Same way in our gig community. Same way in our deal with drivers, causing drivers to get banned in a restaurant. Okay? It happened to me. I've seen it happen to others. Okay? There's rumors that they doing it to content creators also. Do I have the proof? No, I don't have the proof about drivers doing it. What are they viewers? What are they subscribers? What are they content creators? But I can talk about one incident that happened to a content creator, and it happened to him. Got deactivated. He had a W-2 job doing content. Everybody know who it is. Somebody reported that person. Right? My thing is, if you do like juvenile delinquents and follow the trend of immature people that does this on Facebook, bring it into our GigTube streets and air your dirty laundry out there for a circus show, then people gonna feel like they got a right to use your material against you. That means none of us are content creators or exempt. We even doing it to each other. Taking clips out of a whole paragraph, painting a false narrative about other content creators. We're doing the same thing in the space here. Same thing in the space here. We got men and women that does this gig from seniors in high school to senior citizens. But some of us have a mind of the juvenile delinquents, and we think we supposed to do these immature things to one another. Hadn't said anything wrong. Okay. So if you're coming over here to this channel, respect this channel. I'm not going to come to nobody else's channel and disrespect them on their channel. I wasn't raised that way. But I'm from a different type of generation, from the generation of things that I see happening now. We don't have respect. This community don't have respect for one another. Certain generations don't have respect for other generations, older or younger. Okay. So, hope I have shared my experience partially because we did a video before this and it took a lot of taste out of the video. Do it in July. We got July, August, September, October, November, December. I could pick any one of the months, put them months in a jar, shake it up, pick a paper. I got a winner. Then that's the month I'm gonna take care of business in, cordially. And there's gonna be some angry folks, very angry at themselves. Because I realize in this community, just like the people that talked about it, I heard it. They didn't know I was there listening to the conversation. They was talking about our community. They called us juvenile delinquents. They didn't even know I was listening. Not once did I step out so they could see me. When they got finished, I left out of it. Went round the other way through the front door to get my order, not from back there, so they would have figured, oh, he was in the bathroom hearing our conversation. Walked in, okay, oops. Ain't he one in that community? Yeah, that's him. Why he won't leave that community to do better things? To do better things. Still didn't respond. I didn't hear him. Because it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth that our community getting spoke on. It was acting up because people don't like how I put my subscriber mode on. But these certain content creators have theirs on. All right. But I never got to worry about disrespecting them. They don't have to worry about me disrespecting them on their channel. But they have their subscriber mode on, Nightbots and everything to protect their channel. I don't use Nightbot over here. Okay. But I had to start doing that to minimize the disruption that's coming over here on this end. My feed going in and out is what it is. So, Reese, since what do you think about what people saying about the influencers in this community? And in their perspective and opinion, consider us, and I'm not going to name no names, juvenile delinquents. I know that it put a bad taste in my mouth. It really did. It made me feel a certain kind of way. So I can't say they wasn't talking about me when I'm part of this community. If they talking about another influencer, that influencer is my brother and sister here. Even though I may not be guilty of the things that they talk about that other influencer and everything like that, I'm going to feel a certain kind of way. You see. Yeah, I hear you. I see your answer there. It's a huge letdown because what's going on? Other creators who force creators out and silence them is being difficult for those channels to come back. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just like if you get deactivated off of Doordash. Let me use my situation for example. You know how much content I could put out there about my life experience after deactivation? I know there's content creators who want to suppress content creators. You and I had that conversation before. And People see who it is. People see who it is. They ain't got to hear it from me. You notice how I'm not talking about certain things now? People snitching on themselves. Have you noticed that? Talking about tearing down other people's channels and everything. Those comments got recorded by somebody. So if we no longer are the untouchables now, to where Doordash is deactivating content creators, I appreciate that thought, Reese. I appreciate that thought. Just that thought right there. I'm not saying I'm not counting the other thoughts because you hadn't said anything wrong in there. I understand that. That's why. So far, we're supposed to have the meetings of the mind. It seemed like we're having the meetings of the mind. I don't know. I'm on board. A change gonna come in this community here, whether if I'm still here or not. It's gonna come. It's going in a downward spiral. We're being labeled with a jacket that we are juvenile delinquents. From the top icon guy that said he's the best thing popping in this community to the little bitty guy that just got one subscriber. Our community of individuals in that community put that label on us. Now, what we're gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it? That's to do with one another to bury the action and move on and do the greater good that we can do for this community. Because right now it's supposed to be a meeting of minds and an agreement on what we're talking about. That is a good idea. What you think about that, George? He's right there. You probably communicated with him in the live chat. You real good at that. I appreciate you for doing that. Let me do this here. Can I pin that up right there? Let's pin that up. I don't know how many people can see that. Did you see me pin it up, George?
I can see it right here. I see it. Robert Reese, how about let's put together a live stream on StreamYard for only content creators deactivated by Doordash. Let's see who wants to speak the truth.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I see what's going on. It's a good idea, but I already started. Okay, it's a good idea. One drivers that are getting ready to get deactivated, unless you did something ridiculous, we can't give you 3 strikes. We got to hit you hard right now. Almost in my live trying to end a phone call. You see, so you can put it up in a poll. D-Rev not gonna put it up on a poll, but everybody else welcome and truthful can put it up on a poll. But if people felt like that bridges was burned, they may not want to participate. You know. No, that ain't none of me. I'm laughing at them because the cars that was in front of the undercover cop was looking at me talk. That's what I mean when people need to mind their own business. He tooted that horn. I need to ask them how they felt about that experience. Oh, I gotta have some fun about this thing. How many drivers out here is stressing, having anxiety, depression, can't make the money they once make? Okay, he's asking questions. Why don't you go ahead and do a show and address all of those statements that's being made and allow your viewers, it's not telling you what to do, but allow your viewers to answer the question. Matter of fact, I don't have enough viewers in here today to answer that question. That's why I sent that request to you. So if we're going to talk about deactivation, what is the agenda? What is the purpose and what is the agenda? You see, because you've been deactivated also. Isn't that correct? You've been deactivated and you got reactivated and everything. So you've been deactivated and a lot of others being deactivated. Okay. So you've been deactivated also. Like I told everybody why I got deactivated, showed the proof. Then I showed the proof that I showed in the community on the members channel. I showed that too. And people like, wait a minute. We never saw that. So it said deactivation is detected. The first time I saw it, it said deactivation detector flash across the screen. And I had the order that it first happened though. That's why I called it the glitch deactivation, because you know how you on EBT, drivers that do EBT, George right there, when you hit confirm, they doing all these updates. What popped up showed, well, do you want to unassign this order? Do you want to keep this order? I'm steady hitting the button while that happened. You know, so it went from one step to the next step to the next step, but I had completed the order. So I called them and let them know. All that information already there. I don't need to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. People can watch the video and they can watch it in its entirety and they'll see the information there. So when your boy got deactivated, it was the shock of the hour. Truly a shock of the hour, but I knew it was coming. Because Doordash did silence Gig Coach Jakes. What makes them think they can't silence other content creators? Some people will leverage off the content to go viral. There's rumors that drivers going to start, content creators going to start deleting their own accounts so they can say they got deactivated. There's rumors out there. I can't prove it. I told people when I got deactivated, this was going to be another trending topic. And it is. This time with a different story. This time with a different era of content. This time with a different situation. There will be people that try to leverage it to make money, to stay monetized, to get them big bucks. I'm just saying. There's rumors out. There's rumors out there that drivers getting other drivers deactivated. That's been happening in this city. That's old news to us. Now it done filter in off into the gig community of YouTube GigTubers. I'm just saying. There's rumors out there. Do the Doordash revolution have proof? I don't have proof, but it sound about right. Now in my city, I know these things for because we have dishonest people in the world that are thirsty, that are greedy. We talked about the migrants or the immigrants. Did a hostile takeover at the airport to where can't no other drivers get them accounts but them. You tell me what our problem is. I'm talking about the viewers. I'm not just talking about me and Reese. Tell me what the problem is. Tell me what are the solutions. Tell me what we're gonna do to rectify the discrepancies, the mess that we created. Delivery drivers, not all of us. Some dishonest ones that did this here. Okay, I can't point any fingers at nobody. Because I can't point any fingers at anybody don't mean I'm the guilty one either. I just don't want to sit there and look like I'm trying to get the spotlight. I'm being honest. I don't need the spotlight, never did. See, the spotlight gonna get you in trouble one day. You see, to where when you get caught up in the spotlight, look at the mayor. She been cutting up and everything, right? Look at the spotlight that's happening to her story and all of that for an example. Hannibal he does a story on her consistent. When people feel like they are untouchable, we get reckless sometimes. That's the human spirit. We prove it every day. Somebody gonna prove that every day, big or small, rich or poor, it doesn't matter. Somebody gonna prove that every day, right? But I ain't said nothing wrong. Go look at the most trending topics out there. You're gonna see what I see. Oh, that's for you that figure it out, and you will figure it out for yourself. It's like, ha ha, he didn't mention this, but ha ha, that idea gave me this idea, and that idea worked.
So I had to actually learn that area. Plus, since I don't stay in that area long enough, I had to keep forcing my app to do updates to get the latest update. Versus if it was in my market. So when I come back and forth, it confuses the my phone. It'll go
Mm-hmm.
back to the old system, then it'll try to
Mm-hmm.
do the new system.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's a thing too. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn, to before I start. If I know that I have to wait till I get there,
Mm-hmm.
and then actually uninstall the app and all that stuff, and then redo it, and then restart my phone too, so that all the updates will get up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I can learn today. I didn't get time to do it, and I went to an area because I was saying in the previous video, somebody else's video, content creator video, that I didn't make Top Dasher because of my personal business I was doing with my mom and all that stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to actually go online and do scheduling. So I haven't did scheduling in a long time. So I have to learn that now. So I had to go, ended up going 45 minutes away from where I usually work at, to get
Mm-hmm.
online. When I got there, I didn't know that it had the tier system there. So guess what? Once, once I got there and stuff, and then my time went, so it told me, it lets you go about like 15 minutes early if you want to dash now, but I didn't want to. I was this lesson and stuff, and then I went on there about 5 minutes before my time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did that, I found out, hey, I'm in the tier system here. So that's when I sent you that thing. I was on the gold status because I'm not a top dasher. I didn't make my 100 deliveries last month for this one. So, but I'm in the gold status of the tier system.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming to my area about 2 weeks. So it should be here in July, like the first week in July. So first full work week in July. It's over there
Mm-hmm.
and close to me now in South Carolina. It's in South Carolina, but now it's even closer in South Carolina. The next state, the city over is Sumter, South Carolina. That's 45 minutes away. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a straight shot. So I can actually do it there now versus going an hour and 15 minutes to do it.
Right.
But with the Augusta, Georgia thing now, it's going to do the same thing because you see, since it's not actually in my market zone that I work at, if I go
Right.
there, I have to get it to adequate there. And what
Mm-hmm.
happened was, since I didn't do that, when it went, it would work fine for a little bit, and I'm talking to you and everything, working fine, and all of a sudden, it started glitching because it was trying to do those updates. What it wasn't a bad area because it had strong signal and everything. And I was in the same area where I knew that I would get some orders from, or try to get some orders from. So I used an anchor point. One of my anchor points was on the Walmart. I sold on a Google Map and everything, like we were saying in some of the videos prior. And
Mm-hmm.
also I had the customer app on too, so that helps me out to find out where things are hot and stuff. So between that two things, some knowledge and stuff, because I don't know something that well, because I don't go there. It's a new place to do. So when I did that, the apps are good. I have to actually, even though I force stopped and everything, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't work because I didn't actually uninstall the app. I had to actually force stop and then uninstall the app. So I had to hang up the phone with you to do all that. Once it did that,
Mm-hmm.
the update it went smooth. So you
Right.
see, when you go to an area and then when it comes over, you don't get the updates in that area, and your phone is not used to it, and you just let it go. That'll make it like glitch out on you because it's trying to do the updates right in front of you, and it's not doing it yet because you
Mm-hmm.
have to actually do steps on your own to make it do it. Now, if I stayed in that area for, I don't know, maybe a day or so, I'll probably get an update on my phone that actually said update the app. It's not a great area. Not a great area. It's been on the news a lot and everything. A lot of things happening there on the negative side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people say, well, Hooksmith, why'd you go there then? Well, I went there during the daytime when, hopefully nothing would really happen. I knew the risk would go in there, try to do the risk management and everything like that. So I was doing it more in the daytime with busy hours. So I could be visible with other people. Even though, yeah, you could get off in the cut and then all of a sudden, bloop, there's no Hulk smash. What happened to him? Oh, I don't know. He's gone. Yeah, that's still a possibility. Even where I'm at, that's still a possibility. So it don't matter where you really at. You just have to know your area. So when I went there, like I said, you had to know the mentality of the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into experience today. It was a knee back door, but then when I got there, the people was right outside waiting for me. That's kind of typical. But this was a little different. I don't know. People have probably had this experience already before. The guy come up to me and knock on my door. Well, I saw him already and everything. I was just getting everything ready and stuff to go over there, make sure the right address and everything, because the number was hard to see on the door. And the door was kind of like the number was kind of like blended with the door, but I noticed it was the right door and everything, the right address.
Mm-hmm.
When I got out there, he was there to greet me. It was for a female, so I had to do the proper things to make sure it was right. But he was like saying, "Well, I thought you was, since you was talking on the phone and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I thought you was talking to my wife." And I said, "Well,
Wow. Wait,
Yeah,
let me stop you for a second.
yeah,
Let me digest this for a minute. Let it
yeah,
digest it for a minute for me.
yeah. That's fine.
He thought what?
I was
What the,
talking to his wife. So on the app it says
ah,
Jane Doe, not John Doe. Well, he's a John Doe that I see physically.
wow.
And his name wasn't Jane Doe because I asked him, who you here for? And he said a person's name, but he said Jane Doe. That's my wife. So I said, oh, okay. So he's a John Doe, but I was looking for Jane Doe. So if I was talking to his wife, it's about business. But at the same time, he was saying that, I saw a bulge on the side. It looked like a little, not gonna say, but it was just a bulge that he was kind of like reaching. He had a bunch of people with him too, a couple of people with him. And he was standing in front of me. He didn't want me to get too close in the driveway. He was just right there at the edge. So I was gonna give him the food, make sure I take the picture and everything. And I actually text the wife to say I was here and everything, and I'm handed it to the person here. John Doe said he's your husband. I didn't take a picture of him, and I just described what he had on, and I texted to Jane Doe. So also that covered me with Doordash because of the situation. So I did all that real quick before I handed him the food. And then I took a picture, had him done. He didn't he run up the food. He kind of looked at me strange, but he did the thing. And then I took the picture with the background of the house and the number and everything. And then I just got out of there. But he kind of was reaching in that pocket, near that pocket that was bulged out in a way. I know a lot of people have certain things in there, equalizers or whatever you want to call it. But he didn't whip nothing out, but he was going that way, reaching. And the way he was going about it, he had a stern voice, kind of like accused me, kind of like saying that to his wife in a negative way.
That's gonna create drama. That's gonna create more chaos. That's gonna create more confusion. And I said it was a good idea. It might not be a good idea as far as addressing it on that hidden agenda. Brother Reese, you are burning bridges. You're burning bridges in this community when you're doing stuff like this here. I'm not going to be a part of that campaign and burning bridges because you, of all people, was deactivated. Also, I don't know the story of your story. I only went by what you said and trust what you said. I believe a few content creators deleted their account. It's rumors saying that. Is it possible? So they can get higher viewpoints and but it is possible. Yes, it's very possible. We got dishonest people in the world. I said that earlier. The truth gonna come out. Just watch the people actions, how they react, how they respond to certain things when others try to trigger them. And the ones that's trying to trigger others, what are they hiding? What are they hiding? Because they hiding something. And I do have the proof. I do. So when I provide the proof, it's gonna be a lot of mad folks. A lot of mad folks. Cause they gonna hear themselves witness against themselves with their own words.
Now I have like a statement. If I can, when you finish.
You can say your statement now.
Okay. Like there's other apps I done that's no longer, I want to do anymore. So what I do with these apps, I find out where I could delete my information because I don't want my information even though I uninstall the app, my information is still attached to the app. So what I do is I try to find, an account settings and stuff like that, either on the desktop or, sometimes you go on the desktop and do certain things on there, or your phone or tablet, and they'll have a section you could delete your account and stuff. So I do that. I do that to make sure that my account is deleted, and because I don't want to use that app, you know. DoorDash is getting to the point now that I'm going to probably delete this account on DoorDash here by the end of the year, you know. So I went on there to find out where to go, just clicking stuff and manage accounts, and then it says on the bottom delete account. I'm not saying anybody doing that. I'm just saying that's what I do because even though you uninstall an app, your information is still a part of that app. Doesn't matter if you uninstall it only. Your information is still part of it. So you have to actually delete your account off that app before you uninstall it. You know?
Your
So that's
situation
it.
different. Your situation is different, and
Well, yeah.
other people that doing that is different too. But we talking about,
Mhm.
will people stoop that low
Nope.
to get that kind of attention for content? They could say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
about
yeah.
me. They,
I understand what you were saying,
yeah,
but I was
let
just
me fin-
saying that, they're,
let me
they're
finish let me finish for a second. Let me use me. That it is words out here speaking about this, because it's being a consistency of content creators getting deactivated. And they know content creators, some content creators clout chase for clicks and views to get paid. So that's a reality. Is it a possibility or a probability? Maybe, maybe not. Can you prove it? Maybe, maybe not. Does it exist? Yes, there's a strong possibility that it exists, depending on
mm,
how that individual is, how dishonest an individual is. We so often say sometimes you got to think like a criminal, and
mm-hmm,
criminals go in deeper that in what they do for their hidden agenda to satisfy their purpose or their selfish ambition. That's what I'm saying. I know my video going to be published among other people that's going to have a reaction, disagree, or whatever. But don't play part of the video for 15 seconds and try to make people believe that's what it all is. Tell them to go to my channel and look at the whole video. You're not going to do that because you're going to be like, we don't want people to give him them watch hours. If you're going to do content on the DoorDash revolution partially, don't you think the people need to know the whole content versus part of the content? Is where I'm getting at. You see, so it's a good idea, but at the same token, what will be the repercussions of an idea like that that has a hidden agenda behind it? We got to get to the truth. Who's lying about getting deactivated? How they got deactivated? They're going to tell the truth about they got deactivated. To be honest with you, that's their business. Now, if they put their business out on public, we got a right to say, well, what happened? But if they say they got deactivated and that's all they talking about, they don't have to listen to me and believe it. Listen to the people that's talking about this community. Go to other channels and just drop in and drop by. You're gonna hear something said about this community. If I did it, you can do it too. So trying to put people in the hot seat and you burning bridges at the same time, I don't think that's bringing in solutions to this community. I don't believe it is. I really don't. I don't believe it is, and that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. And we talking about positivity, positivity, positivity. Then people talk about turn your head, let them talk, da 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 da. They saying that because it ain't happening to them. It ain't their name. Remember the conversation you and I had earlier? You said we'll go somewhere else. Because if you got loyal subscribers, loyal viewers, they believe in your mission that you started out with, and you trying to accomplish it, and you let them know I'm going into another community where we can do bigger, better, and greater things. I'm deactivating myself from this community. They're gonna follow you. That's why I want all the content creators to understand in this community here. Why you talking about shutting folks' channels down? Talking about silencing folks in this community here. You gonna burn bridges. You going down in flames. People gonna jump ship. Get into a community that's gonna embrace them, and they're gonna do bigger and better things. That's what's gonna happen. I know I need to start my block in a few minutes, but you asked a good question. You brought a good idea. There is communities and niches that does that stuff. You might can get rich off of. People claiming they coaches, not that don't even know what a life coach is. People that's claiming. I've already addressed 3 people on that topic already in the past. No, I'm not a coach. What you claiming the title for? Well, I don't want to hear that. You falsifying your identity. I'm gonna say congratulations to you today. Yes, sir. Because God got something you're gonna be doing bigger, better, and greater things.
Yep, there's a
Watch and see.
whole lot of apps I'm deleting.
Watch and see. I'm gonna be deleting them too in due time. Like I said, I can delete myself from this community when I feel like I have no more value to give to this community. Or I can't get no more value from this community. Then I'm wasting my time. Life is short. You see all these gray hairs here? I don't supposed to be caught up in this juvenile delinquency stuff. Real
That's
talk.
wisdom. That's
Real talk.
wisdom back right here. Wisdom.
Hey, it ain't wisdom if I keep catering to this kind of foolishness. And if I were to pull my hat off my head, you'd be like, good God Almighty. Huh. Snow White up there, ain't you?
My wife said I get gray too around, so you probably can't see it much, but
You know,
she saying I get gray
you
hair
know.
here, my nose,
Yes, sir.
muscles,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's time out for this
my
stuff.
beard.
When are you gonna grow up and do other things?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. We all can make mistakes. That's fine and dandy. I'd rather be a solution to a problem than a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I had family members. When I used to go to the community here, remove myself. But the day that I do it, I'm gonna let my viewers know. This is what we doing. We done did all we can do for this community. And look like it's not doing anything to help the community. We're gonna take our business over here. We have people that will welcome us and embrace us. Let's go over there. Loyal subscribers gonna go. They're gonna go. They may sit there and say they had a victory. Let them think they had a victory. I just learned how to get out of the house before the house burned down. As long as I got out of there alive. I done gave other folks a warning saying, hey, they still staying in there talking about you can't take the kitchen, it's too hot. Oh Lord. I know I gotta go now. But gotta pick and choose your battles. I done made that mistake before in my life, not really thinking thoroughly and picking and choosing my battles. You see, you know, they around here, them the ones that feel intimidated, them the ones that feel inferior because they doing all of this weirdo stuff. You see, and that's not the way. That's not the truth. That's not the life. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. It's going to come a time I got to move on. Just like I knew I was going to get deactivated. There's going to be a time I know I'm going to move on. But long as we're here, we're going to do the best we can with the value we can bring to our viewers. And I'm going to do something I said in a couple of videos. And watch what I do. It's going to be positive. You see. And you try your best to give people respect. They keep on disrespecting you. Then you can't respect them either. I'm not talking about to do harm to them or nothing like that. But you can't respect them enough to try to at least come halfway with each other. You round want to embarrass people and put people in the hot seat, right? What make you think people gonna want to do business with you? I don't know. That's not a way to a good career in this business here. I don't think it is. But like I said, that's my opinion. That's my perspective. I got about 5% left on the phone. Supposed to be on block. We're always up against the wall. It's just what we do. It's another challenge. But I'm hoping somebody take this to heart, and somebody that's with these in the Doordash before I got deactivated, 263 deliveries. Where everybody was crying about rolling the 100, I took 2 weeks off from Doordash and wasn't hurt. So I don't know. I don't know. Or are we wasting our time? Or are we making the best of our time and doing things that has value, core values, core values, core values. You know, so it will be a video up about what I said. You see, I guarantee it. Did they get the reaction they wanted to get from the DoorDash revolution? I don't know. We'll find out in the next video. You
There
know.
you go. Oh, shit. There you go.
Yes, sir.
There you go. You said it
Yes, sir.
right there.
Yes, sir. Core values, and we're gonna be doing that core value thing.
There you go.
We're gonna be doing it. You know, we're gonna do it. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody else. I'm human, so I don't think I'm better than somebody else. I'm not. I'm not. My thing is though, when is the madness gonna stop? I know I'm not gonna go down with a house that's burning down. Not me. If I can't put the fire out, and I did all I could to put the fire out, I'm gonna sound an alarm and move on. You see, that's what we're gonna do. You know, cause life is short. Tomorrow not promised to us. It really is. Not at all. Is there stupidity in a lot of this stuff that's going on? Oh yeah, it's stupidity. I don't want to be the guy stuck on stupid. I don't want to be that guy. I'm just talking about me. I don't want to be the guy. If I'm the guy that's causing all these problems and discomfort in the community, I don't want to be that guy stuck on stupid when I know I'm the problem. I'm finna do something about that if I'm the problem. Hey, that's why over here we got the campaign bullet free zone. That's why. I don't care who think I'm worthy or not worthy. I know my worth. That's all that matters. And other people that knows it, will be like we know it. I'm not gonna be worrying about what the next man, next woman finna make money, cause I don't pay their bills. I don't. Flex, you right. And I'm gonna show that Reese did what Mr. Flex said he did. Yes, Reese. I am gonna show it. Everybody gonna see what you did behind the scenes. That's what you want to find out. That's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna do it. I'm gonna expose just one of your lies, and the world gonna see it. I got to do that. You talking about people need to know the truth? You want them to know your truth. Now, hey, once again, you came over here and paid your money, but I'm gonna give you $6 back and change back to you. I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm gonna subscribe, drop it in the bucket, unsubscribe. Show it. That's all I need to do. I told you I'd do it after June. You keep pushing the needle. You sure you want to continue doing that? Keep preaching Juneteenth. Keep preaching Juneteenth. I'm not afraid of Reese or the others. Keep preaching Juneteenth. After June don't mean I will do it in July. We got July, August, September, October, November, December. I'm not crazy. When I show it, they're gonna say, Reese, he wasn't crazy. That is you. That is you. I don't care how y'all done scrub certain content. He ain't got this. We done already clipped that out. I got it. Too late, I got it. So, folks, you do all of this stuff. This is my message for you. You don't see me coming to your channel doing all of that, do you? What do that tell everybody? But you come to my house. You paid your little money. I'm gonna give you a little money back. Watch and see how I do it. I'm gonna subscribe, drop it in the box, unsubscribe. We're gonna get your money back that you put it in over here. I don't need it. That's why I didn't tell you thank you. Okay. So go do a video about your boy, the Doordash Revolution. Cause that's the only content you got left. Is me. You mad cause I didn't include you in all this stuff. The ideas that we talked about in the past. You didn't want to be involved in because you told me you burned bridges. That's where we're gonna start right there. How did you burn bridges? How did you do it? To where you was like, well, man, I'm burned bridges. You know, you want to be on your own with that. You ain't thought I could accomplish what I said I could do. Now you want to burn it down. Okay. Okay, bro. Well, get ready for one review. You're gonna get what you want. I told you don't need me to validate you, and I definitely don't need you to validate me. You know. I'm just you made a whole show about me and stuff like that. How many videos you did of me made about me? How many? I guarantee it's more than what I talked about you today. And then you came over here purposely to do these things. Then Dash and John, I got something for you too, bro. If you knew why I did the subscriber mode, why didn't you tell your boy, man, bag up off him? I want to go on the show sometimes and have a conversation with you. You could have did that. Dash and investor, you too. And I still respect you guys for the content that you do. No hate. But if you want to ask anything about the Doordash Revolution, I done tapped in from time to time just to say hi. All y'all had to do is ask me. My business acquire phone number is on my page. You can get in contact with me like that. You know, but I ain't worried about all the false stuff that's been said about me. Y'all want to sit there and y'all want to respect that foolishness. That's on y'all. This was a man I said once upon a time, he was my man 100 grain. Flex checked me on that. Well, Mr. Flex, you were right. Now, let him go. Man, I want to get involved in the tier program. Man, I gave you an opportunity about the private tier program. I want him to clip some more videos of me. It ain't gonna take me number one for him. See, he gonna be mad and all of that.